So, I pissed off a lot of Spurs fans with my last video, as I kind of expected, but let me try to appease that with this video. When making that video, I wasn't aware of just how much cap space the Spurs could potentially have going into the 2018 offseason. If LaMarcus Aldridge declines his player option, which is very possible because just about every report under the sun indicates that LaMarcus is unhappy in San Antonio. He won't be getting $22 million a year anywhere else, but I'm sure he really wants to be somewhere else. They also need either Danny Green or Rudy Gay to decline their player options, and I'd guess at least one of them will. It really depends on how Rudy Gay plays this season, because if he does really well, he'll probably try to opt out and get more money. If both Gay and LaMarcus decline their options, the Spurs will have $35 million in cap space. And I think they could potentially use this money on LeBron James. Now, if you don't know, which I don't know how you wouldn't know at this point, LeBron will likely leave the Cavs again in free agency because the Warriors kick ass and the Cavs don't. Unless the Cavs trade that Nets pick for another star, I can't imagine that they would beat the Warriors. And if they don't, I don't think LeBron is a Cav in the 2018-19 season. Now, a lot of people have been speculating about where LeBron should go. To the Lakers and to the Rockets are the most popular ones. But here's why those aren't ideal. For the Lakers, they will have enough cap space to sign both LeBron and Paul George, and they could trade either Julius Randle or Brandon Ingram along with Luol Deng for another star player. But I don't think LeBron, PG, and another star would be enough to beat the Warriors. Of course, LeBron is LeBron, but I think Paul George is a little overrated. The fact that he is top 10 in 2K18 is just plain stupid. He's probably around the 15 spot. And knowing LeBron's streak, that third star that they acquire would probably be severely reduced in his role on the team. And despite what Mr. Potato Head says, Lonzo Ball won't be ready to contribute to winning basketball in his second season. It can work, but it's not ideal. And as for the Houston Rockets, the Rockets could do this if they cleared cap space, and the team would probably be made up of Chris Paul, James Harden, LeBron James, and Carmelo Anthony. And that's it. To accommodate these guys, the Rockets would have to move Clint Capella, Ryan Anderson, and Eric Gordon to pay all of these guys and remain under the cap. The lack of depth would be where the Warriors kill them. Now, I think Harden and LeBron will be great, but Melo is old, CP3 I expect to have a bit of a drop-off, and overall this team would be bad defensively. But as for the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard is a top 3 player. In my opinion, he's the second best player in the NBA, with LeBron obviously being the best in the NBA, meaning the top 2 players in the NBA would be on the same exact team. Those two alone are probably enough to beat the Warriors. The only 2 players who have really been a thorn in the side for the Warriors have been Kawhi and LeBron. So already that's crazy, but this also means that LeBron is being coached by Greg Popovich. LeBron has been a huge supporter of Pop in the past, saying that he's the greatest coach of all time. I would agree with him on that, and this would be the first great coach that LeBron has gotten to play under. The combo of Kawhi and LeBron, led by Greg Popovich, is scary. But these 3 aren't it. First of all, Patty Mills is the perfect point guard to play off of LeBron. Great 3-point shooter and a solid defender. Danny Green is a top 10 perimeter defender and still a great shooter. And I think Davis Bertans will play off of LeBron beautifully as a stretch 4. I would also love to see the Spurs trade DeJounte Murray and Pau Gasol, along with 2 firsts for Eric Bledsoe, adding more star power. I believe that trade could go through because the Suns have been trying to give away Bledsoe for practically nothing, and this is a great deal for them as well. It would be great if LeBron could take a pay cut, and I actually think that could happen. LeBron has made an insane amount of money in his career outside of just an NBA contract, so if he really wants to win, I could see him taking $24 million a season instead of 30 plus. So the Spurs could have around 6 to 10 mil if they don't want to go into the luxury tax. They could sign guys like Lucas Nagaria, Mo Spates, Omri Caspi, or Aaron Aflalo, shooters and defenders. Or, if LeBron took a huge pay cut, They could even add Brook Lopez, who would be amazing in that system. This is just speculation. Outside of getting LeBron, the amount of wiggle room the Spurs would have isn't easy to predict. With this roster, Greg Popovich could set it up to where either LeBron or Kawhi are on the court at all times, and mix in Bledsoe with them. And have shooters like Bertans, Mills, and Green getting open off of them. They would be top of the league on defense. Bledsoe is a top 3 guard defensively. LeBron, when he wants to be, is still a top 10 defender. And Kawhi Leonard is f***ing Kawhi Leonard. Bledsoe can handle Curry. Kawhi can slow down KD. Green could handle Clay, and LeBron could play his linebacker defensive role that he likes to play when he previously couldn't against the Warriors because of the lack of defenders on the Cavs. So the Warriors would constantly have either LeBron or Kawhi being thrown at them, along with a bunch of shooters and defenders, as well as Eric Bledsoe, who is also very good at creating offense. If this happens, the Western Conference Finals are now the new finals, and I just feel bad for the Celtics and Wizards, and the Bucks and Sixers in the future, because I don't see any of those teams beating the Spurs or Warriors for a long time with LeBron in San Antonio. Will this happen? Probably not, because the trend of the NBA sucking just seems to be continuing, but if it did, watch out Golden State. That's the end of this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more NBA content like this, and cue the outro music.
I dare you play your cards, boy, you bet I'm a trendsetter too. Fire when the strobe hits you.
That's it, Brian?